Wall Street eagerly looking ahead to Nvidia's fourth quarter results. Here with what investors could keep an eye on is Yahoo Finance's Dan Howley. Now, Dan, this is the one to watch, the most magnificent of the Magnificent Seven.
That's right, Michelle. This is going to be probably a big make or break moment for the AI trade. Investors are, at least Wall Street analysts, are anticipating a massive jump year over year as far as Nvidia's revenue goes. We're talking about 20.4 billion in anticipated revenue, up from the 6.1 billion the company reported in the prior year. And just to put that number in perspective, in 2022, Nvidia reported full year revenue of $27 billion. And now Q4 of 2023, they're expecting to be $20.4 billion. So nearly all of its revenue for 1 year coming from one quarter. It's a staggering look at how much the AI trade and AI sales are powering this company. Now, there's a few things that I just want to go over quickly when it comes to Nvidia and the chat. And, I mean, part of it is going to do with its guidance. We have the revenue, the AI data center side of things going to be clearly incredibly important. It's anticipated to be around $17 billion. That would be a massive increase from the $3.6 billion last year for the data center revenue. But then guidance is also going to play a big role here. We've seen Nvidia beat time and time again in recent quarters when it comes to analyst expectations for forward guidance. And if they're able to do that again here, you could expect the stock to just explode as we've seen in prior quarters. If it's a little more muted, maybe not so much. But we've seen some analysts come out with new price targets, jumping as much as $200 for shares of Nvidia. So they're obviously looking for some kind of big increase here. And then another thing that we're going to hopefully hear are comments on China. Obviously, there's the trade restrictions that the U.S. has put in place on certain technologies to China, including some of Nvidia's biggest, most important chips, that H100 chip. They're working on workarounds and have worked on workarounds. They have said that it's not going to impact their revenue at the current rate, but they've said that going forward, they could miss out on a large chunk of potential revenue if they're not able to get into the Chinese market or can't get their biggest chips into the Chinese market and see other competitors, Chinese competitors in particular, jump in there and take their place. So those are three of the things that we're going to be looking at, but not to be left out. This was once a primarily gaming-focused company. Gaming revenue is expected to come in higher than last year. We're looking at about $2.7 billion in the quarter, anticipated, up from $1.8 billion last year. So gaming's still an important part of this, but obviously data center is where it's at right now.
Indeed, no surprise, Nvidia, our top trending ticker on Yahoo Finance right now, and SMCI, Supermicro Computer, not far behind, another beneficiary there of the generative AI rally. Appreciate you, as always, our very own Dan Howley.